Ever feel like your bed has become your personal headquarters? Like getting up and doing anything requires a level of energy you simply don't have? Maybe you've started wondering, am I just lazy? Well, let's set the record straight. Laziness and burnout can look deceptively similar, but they're not the same thing. Burnout is what happens when stress sets up camp in your brain, body, and soul, leaving you physically, emotionally, and mentally done, and you're not alone. A 2010 survey found that 75% of U.S. adults have experienced burnout symptoms, with over 40% dealing with severe cases. So before you write yourself off as hopelessly lazy, let's check the facts. Here are 7 signs that burnout, not laziness, is to blame for the mess you're in. 1. You've stopped taking care of yourself. Ever looked in the mirror and thought, wow, I used to care about how I looked? If basic self-care like showering, eating properly, or even just brushing your hair feels like an uphill battle, that's a major red flag. Burnout drains your motivation to do even the simplest things, making you isolate yourself and neglect your well-being. What about lazy people? They choose not to do things because they don't feel like it. Burnt out people, they want to, but their brain and body are running on fumes. 2. Used to be passionate, now everything just feels meh. Burnout isn't just about being tired, it's about losing the spark for things you once loved. Maybe you used to be obsessed with art, sports, or your career, but now everything feels like a chore. In fact, you might even resent the things you used to enjoy because of how much they drained you. Laziness doesn't rob people of passion. Burnout does. 3. You feel like a spectator in your own life. Going through the motions of life without actually feeling anything? Welcome to depersonalization, a fancy way of saying you feel detached from yourself and the world around you. It's like watching a bad reality TV show, except you're the star and you can't change the channel. Lazy people tend to be chill, unbothered, but burnt-out people feel empty, disconnected, and emotionally drained. Big difference. 4. You've become snappy, moody, and weirdly emotional. Burnout doesn't just exhaust you, it turns you into an unpredictable emotional mess. One minute you're fine, the next you're snapping at someone for breathing too loudly. Mood swings, irritability, and emotional outbursts? Yep, classic burnout. Lazy people? They're usually laid back. Burnt out people? They're on the verge of losing it at all times. 5. You used to be motivated, but now you're just not. Some people are naturally lazy. They've always been that way. But if you used to be driven, productive, and goal-oriented, and now you can't even bring yourself to do basic tasks, that's burnout, my friend. It's not that you don't want to be productive, it's that your mind and body feel like they've hit a brick wall. And no amount of just push through it is going to magically fix that. 6. These changes happened gradually. Burnout doesn't slam into you overnight. It creeps in little by little until one day you wake up feeling like a shell of yourself. Studies show that burnout has 5 stages. The honeymoon phase, excited but pushing too hard. Onset of stress, starting to feel the strain. Chronic stress, fatigue and irritability set in. Burnout, fully exhausted and disengaged. Habitual burnout. Burnout becomes your default state of being. By the time you hit stage 5, exhaustion isn't just a phase, it's your personality, and that's a problem. 7. Your body is waving red flags and you're ignoring them. Let's be real, your body has been screaming at you for a while, but you keep shrugging it off. Chronic headaches, digestive issues, constant muscle tension, random illnesses because your immune system is MIA. Burnout isn't just a feeling, it takes a physical toll. Your body isn't designed to run on stress 24/7, and when it does, it starts breaking down. If you've been ignoring these warning signs, now's the time to stop. Final thoughts. Recognizing burnout early makes it so much easier to recover from. The longer you ignore it, the worse it gets. That's why it's so important to spread awareness, because too many people dismiss burnout as laziness when it's so much more than that. So if you or someone you know is struggling, don't brush it off. Talk to a mental health professional, take steps to rest and recover, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, drop a comment below, and share this with someone who might need to hear it. And of course, subscribe, because we've got more content like this coming your way. And as always, take care of yourself. You deserve it.